Yeah. It's that time of the week. It's that time of the week. What's popping with the army? What's popping with the army, y'all? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? So today I'm gonna talk to y'all about why I decided to change. How I went from a person who didn't give a shit about nobody else's life but his own to a person who now strives diligently every single day to inspire the world, one person at a time. So I'll never forget this, right? Because I'm going straight into it today. If people come in, yo, like the stream up, I appreciate y'all to the fullest. So I remember a long time ago, around like 15 years old, just I got put on the hood. And I remember my friend Saray, shout out Saray Rogers. Love you, bro. He was like, yo, David, you ain't gonna gang bang for the rest of your life, are you? Now I didn't want to hear hear his mouth because Saray was like, Saray was like he was younger than me, but Saray like he had an old soul. He was like he cared. You know what I'm saying? Like if he messed with you, he cared about you. And I didn't feel like hearing a sermon today because I was like really all in. Like I was like, it's this crap. This is what I'm pushing. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm living. I ain't caring. I don't right. So boom. So I was like, nah, man. And I'm gonna tell you this is why this is so crazy. The power of words, y'all. The power of freaking words. So I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna game bang for the rest of my life. Nah, I'm a like when I'm 30 something years old, like I'm a kick back. And I never forget his response. He was like, yeah, I knew you was smarter than that. I didn't think you was that stupid where you thought you was gonna where you was gonna game bang for the rest of your life. But in my head, I'm like, this is crazy. I'm banging this to the wheels fall off to the apocalypse come. Like this, it's Raymond Avenue Crip on mine. You feel me? So I had said that to him. And I remember another thing he had told me, he was like, I'm gonna tell y'all why these are so important. And he was like, man, because he was supposed to get put on the hood too, but then he didn't want he changed his mind, right? And so he was like, man, they don't think you should gang bang. I was like, why? Right? Because that's how warped my mind was. That I was asking, why should I not do something that would destroy my whole entire being, that would shake my whole world up to no avail, right? So I'm like, why? He was like, because gangbanging is kind of like prostitution. I'm like, what you mean? He was like, the big homies don't do nothing. They just tell y'all what to do, and they send y'all out there, and y'all come back, and y'all, you know. And I was like, I'm like, nah, cuz you stupid, cuz that ain't how this crip shit work. Woo, 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 woo. But I was like trying to press him, but I remember sitting inside the jail cell, right? I just got to prison. I was in reception center. I was in DVI, Dual Vocational Institution in Tracy, California. And I'll never, ever forget when I knew that I knew my mom was dead, right? So, and shout out to my auntie Alice, because she tried to, they pulled a charade on me because they didn't want me stressed out. So I had got two cards in the mail that said, love your mom. My mom and my aunt right damn near identical with like each other. I think my auntie said that did I think my mom taught her how to print, but they wrote cursive like the same like style or whatever, right? And so the penmanship was on point, but that last little tag at the end was off, y'all. Love your mom. Now, if you know me, I've always been a mama's boy. Even going like even as a full active gangbanger, I still called her mommy. And she would always, in her letters or cards would love mommy. You know what I mean? So I'm like, nah, this ain't. So I go in my mail, I'm looking, I'm trying to compare things. I'm like, I'm telling my seller he's from Stockton. I'm like, yo, this is like the same person wrote this. Woo, 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 all this man, do this. Look. He was like, oh, it looks similar, bro. I don't know, man. I can't call it. I can't call it, Cuddy. So I'm like, But then I get a phone. All right, so I'm in reception, right? And when you go into another prison, because reception is like the hub before the California starts sending you all up and down California, right? So you got to see your counselor so you can, pick the prisons that you want to go to. 9 out of 10, you never go to the prison that you want to. I think that's the whole trick. I think they'd be like, let's see where this fool want to go, so we can't send him there. You know what I mean? So they like, Spivey, you got the counselor. So I'm like, oh hell yeah! I tell my now I got a different set. He's Seti from Sacramento, and he was like, he's like, oh, I'm jealous of you. You finna get it. I'm like, I don't hate me, nigga. Don't hate me. So I push out, and the lady says my aunt last name incorrectly. And when she said my aunt name, I was like, it's no reason for these people to be talking to my auntie when I have a mama, right? So I knew, y'all. And so I'm like, my aunt get on the phone because she didn't pick up the first time the lady left a message. That's how I knew she's calling my auntie. So she called back, and my auntie get on the phone. She's like, hey, David, hey. And when people try to break bad news to you, they always try to be the nicest that they ever can possibly be in the whole existence of their life, right? So she's like, because my auntie a straight shooter, she'd be like, hey, what's going on, David? Like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, she got something to say. She just, my auntie a straight shooter. She'd have ripped the Band-Aid off tight. You feel me? She's not going to pour the water and easily. No. Let's get this shit over with, right? So she's like, hey, David. I'm like, is my mom dead? I swear that my mom dead. She was like, and my auntie started crying. And man, when I tell y'all I was so infuriated, I started hitting myself on the head. I was like, I was mad, y'all. I was hot. But I remember sitting beside my cell, and the thought hit me. Damn, your mom last years on this earth, bro. You missed out on for some shit that did not matter. Like, it did not matter, y'all, at all. At all. It didn't matter. So I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? And so it was like, what do I do? You feel me? Like, what do I do? So I'll never forget, man, sitting up inside this, laying in that cell, bro, because I barely could sleep, man. I was sleeping, wake up in the middle of the night hearing my mom's voice. And I remember what Saray said. I heard Saray's voice. I know you ain't gonna be stupid. I know you ain't that dumb. I knew it. And I'm like, damn. It didn't initiate changing me immediately, right? So boom, I go to Pelican Bay. Then my brother died. My brother, man, I'm like, damn. So now I'm just like, I'm in like so deep of I'm in active depression, right? No, I'm a functional depressed person because I'm tore up on the inside. I'm tore up completely. I've completely lost it on the inside. But on the outside, it's prison. I got to keep my appearance. I got to, oh, what's up, cuz? Well, all right, top of the morning, homie. I got, oh, okay. You still got to bust down and all that stuff and all that. But then I got a job in the chapel. And so I was able to start having a relationship with God. I was able to start reading the Bible. I was able to start doing things like that. I even got baptized because I knew that I needed to be cleansed. I knew that I need to have my life together, right? But the actual time when I really decided to change, so it was a lot of things that was leading up to it. I felt like the universe kept sending me different signs, like, come on, change. And I was like, and so I want to say this, to every person out there battling or struggling with change, I get it. You're getting ready to leave something that you're so familiar with, whatever your lifestyle is, if it's selling drugs, doing drugs, selling your body. If you a pimp and you know that you want to be better, but it's like, if you a gang banger and you like, man, I know how to gang bang. I know what come with this. I might not like everything that come with it, but I understand. Yo, I understand. I overstand. because it's scary to change, to transform it, to transform your life. It is so freaking scary because you don't know about this new life. You don't know about this new walk. You like, man, I ain't ever since I started doing drugs, I ain't never been sober. I don't know how to deal with that. Or man, all I know is my homies. All I know is my hood. I don't know what it feel like to get up and go get a job, to actually know, okay, I got to go to sleep now. I got to do this now. I don't know what it feel like. I've been getting bad grades. I've been messing up in school. I don't know what it feel like not to be the class clown, because I feel like that's the only way people accept me is by me making them laugh or by me fighting people all the time. Facts. And I get it. I totally get it. But I'm going to tell you this, what you need to get. You need to get yourself in position to win. You already know that you ain't winning in the lifestyle that you got right now and the way that you're moving around now. You already know you're not winning like that. So if you know you're not winning like that, I'm gonna ask you a question. Would you stay in a burning building because it's the only building you've ever lived in? Hell no, you're gonna jump right up out of that. Your lifestyle is burning building. It's time to jump the hell out. It's time to jump the hell out, because guess what? It don't matter where you land. It's gonna always be better than that. Man, I have so many ups and downs, so many struggles, so many obstacles in my way, but I'm gonna keep on pushing because I know what going backward means. It means death. And I'm not about to die in stupidity. So I'm encouraging every single person right now, don't die in stupidity. Don't 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 die in your failures and your errors because it's all you know. And because that's a lie. That's a lie that we tell ourselves. That's that stage of resistance when it comes to change. You that, oh well, no, hell no. Listen to me. Before we ever got into the lifestyle that we got into, we were good little kids. We were kids that had dreams, goals, aspirations. Some of them wanted to be police officers. Some of them want to go to the army. Some of them want to be doctors, lawyers, professional dancers, you name it. Architectures, firemen. Some people wanted to be nurses, actors, actresses, comedians. But now we on the bottom, right? Because we on that road to life, we was like this. We was traveling the road to life, and then boom, we banked that right. We banked that right, and we ain't been right ever since. Right? Nah, we ain't hit that right. We hit that left. That's why we ain't been right. Our minds are so warped. We thought we went right. But our ass is banked left. We exit stage left, right? So you saying, DJ, what this got to do with the story time? You say it's about you changing. No, I'm telling you exactly what's going on. This is everything that was inside the mental. This is what was going on in my head. This is what was encapsulating me and imprisoning my mind. I mean, it was bad enough my body was already in prison, but my mind was also in prison. And a lot of you guys are mentally in prison. You may walk around free. Some of y'all may have more money than I even ever saw, but you still trapped mentally. And so I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna tell you how I was able to change. I had to start letting things make sense. I knew the way I was living wasn't making no damn sense, but it was all I had known for them years that I was in, right? And I'll never forget, right? It was Christmas. I was in Ironwood State Prison, and it was no program, but I knew it wasn't gonna be no program on Christmas Day. So I got all my phone calls early in the morning. So I talked to one of my best friends. I talked to Brittany early that morning. And I talked to my auntie Terry. And so everything was good. I had sent my boy from East Palo Alto, some food so he can cook for us and everything. You want some food. Everybody like in prison, everybody's big on the holidays. We all want a little meal or whatever. Let's piece up with somebody. Let's go in. This dude might got a better hand than you, or he makes this special dish, so you send him everything you got, right? So boom, I ate. I'm watching this Christmas games. I love the NBA, so I'm sitting back. I'm watching the games, and this happened every year in prison for me in Christmas. I'd be filled. I'd be so full, relaxed, watching the game. So boom, I'm up in the cell sleep. I didn't have a celly. I'm in the cell sleep. I'm knocked out. They say yard, yard, yard. I'm like, damn. Oh, they gonna start over here on my side too. I mean, I ain't brushed my teeth. Well, boom, they didn't start on my side, so I'm brushing my teeth. hitting it. They popped my door. And I promise y'all, I know it was the Spirit of God. It said, stay in the cell. You always go out. No, like, that is true. Let me watch the game in peace. So I closed my door. Tell me why my car, that's what they call it in prison, your car. The all the other dummies that you forced to associate yourself with because y'all all made the dumbass decision to join either the same gang or gangs that are all allies. So my car go against it with another car, right? Over a freaking movie list to movie that wasn't even finished show that year yet. It was like for months down the line. And I was like, damn, I would have been all up in that. Now watch this. This is the kicker. Later that day, I got some legal mail telling me that one of my life sentences had been overturned. And I was like, damn, I could have got this letter in the hole. That's what I was thinking. But that wasn't enough to make me change. Life kept going on in prison. I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I was going to groups. I was going to the table. I was politicking. I was, making sure I put an input on everything. I still had a negatively positive outlook on life. I said all the things that sounded good, but I was doing everything that went against that. And it wasn't until one night, and I had a Franklin hearing. I was going back to LA County Jail to prepare the record for my board hearing, which was like 13 years away from at that time, but they wanted to set the record and everything, which was like, it was a good thing too, because a lot of people wasn't getting their Franklin hearings granted. And I'll never forget, I remember sitting in my cell listening to the church channel, and I was so conflicted in my spirit. I was like super duper conflicted in my spirit. And I was listening to all the words that the pastors were saying. And I remember praying that night. I said, God, I don't got the strength. I'm too scared to stop gang banging. And it wasn't the fear of, oh, maybe they attack me if I tell them I'm cool. No, it was just, I don't know what prison is like without being a part of the turf, without being a part of the gang, without having my voice matter, right? So I prayed. I still didn't have the strength. So I ended up going back down, getting the Franklin hearing. The lady tells me, she said, I look at your file. Did I meet you? She said, you definitely the type of person they want to release. They want to let go home from prison. She's like, it's nothing that's going to stop you, is it? Nah, hell no. I had an older cellie, right? Dude named Robert Thomas Jr. He was an older cat from Compton. OG Crip, been down for like 20 something years. And he used to always tell me, man, you better get away from them dudes. You better get. And I heard his voice right then when that lady was telling me that. Better get away from them. Better get away from them. So I'm like, nah. And then I knew right then and there. I said, yo, I gotta make the change. I gotta do what I gotta do. If I don't, I'm gonna die in prison. Because I always used to say, they'll let David out. They'll give him a second chance. But baby Roscoe, that dude is destined to die in prison. So I had to kill him. I had to be the one to kill this person. I couldn't let the system kill me, because their death is slow death. Just wake up and do your time, one day at a time. Don't worry about doing the whole 58 years of life. Just do one day at a time until you can't do no more days. Yeah, that's what they do to you in the system. So I remember calling a meeting on the yard, and I was like, I don't know how this is gonna go. You feel me? I'm like, I don't know how it's gonna go, dog. So I'm like, damn. So I called a meeting. I tell him, I said, man, I love y'all, cuz I got it tatted on my skin, cuz I love y'all, bro. To the day I die, I'ma love y'all. I'ma always have love for the set. I'ma always have love for the homies. I said, but I want to go home. I gotta do this for me, y'all. I got to walk the line by myself. I told him, I said, hey, for any reason you see me on the dance floor doing what I gotta do, y'all don't get involved. Go ahead and lay it down. Watch the show. And for any reason, if y'all get on the dance floor, man, I'm gonna have to lay it down. I'm gonna have to, you feel me? I'm gonna have to just watch the show. And the gang of the homies was like, no, cuz they respected me. Dudes knew that I'm solid. I was solid. So they like, nah, cuz, go away. Man, hey. And I remember the homie before, he's like, hey, cuz, I don't care what you say. If you want to dance for it, cuz, I'm jamming too. I was like, I like for sure. Cuz I appreciate y'all. But you know what I'm saying? But it was at that moment, y'all, I knew. I said, I got to do better for me. I got to do better for my mom. I got to do better for my brother because I destroyed my family by going to jail. I destroyed them. And I want you to know that the things you're doing, you think, oh, it only affects me. No, you're destroying the people that love you, the people that care about you with everything in their heart. Don't do that. Don't do that. You got to love yourself. Put in the title, hashtag believe in yourself. The reason why you got to believe in yourself, because don't nobody else believe in you. People are rooting for you, but you. And you say triple R, but it is people that believe in me. Okay. But if you don't believe in you, that shit don't matter. You can't do nothing on somebody else's hopes, dreams, and beliefs for you. You gotta have that. You gotta want that. You gotta do the best. You gotta say, nah. I, this person right here, I will win. I will succeed. I will overcome. I don't give a damn what's in my way. I had 58 years to life in my way. That was my obstacle. And I looked at that 50 years of life. I said, man, you got me twisted. I am about to annihilate your ass. And see, when you're trying to change, right, that thing that's in front of you, oh, it talks back. See, the 58 years of life told me, he said, man, you crazy as hell. Ain't nobody got up. Ain't nobody defeated me. I am who I am. And your ass is mine. So I said, oh. So I'm your I belong to you. I said, hell yeah, you gonna die in prison. I looked back at him, took my glass off. I said, man, you ain't never met me before, huh? I said, oh, you think I'm Baby Roscoe still, huh? Yeah, he couldn't beat you. Oh, but I can. See, me, I'm David. Davy Dave, for those who really know. DJ. I'm that guy. And I'm about to kick your ass. So I put my glasses back on and I got to studying. I got to figuring things out. I got to believing in myself. I got to encouraging myself. I got to push. I got to let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You know, when you're working out, you getting it in. You got to that set get heavy. You be like, you got to push it. That was me. That was me. I said, nah, I'm finna push this life off me, baby. Not happening. Not happening. So I jumped and I dived into my self-help classes with more vigor than I've ever done in my life. I refrained from getting in trouble. I wasn't perfect, but I stayed out of the necessary trouble. Kept my hands clean, right? I'm telling y'all this to say this. This story time, the comments are not on because I just want you to listen and just be thoroughly inspired that you, my friends, you got it in you. We all, this whole entire army, see, we cut from the same cloth, that unique cloth, that cloth that once you make a cut, you never see that pattern again. See, you're a unique pattern. You are what makes everything stands out. You are what brightens up the world. You are what makes people stop and say, damn, what's that he got on? She wearing that shit. Yeah. I want you to feel getting that vibe. I want you right now while you're listening to this, I want you to be like, yeah, he talking to me because I'm talking directly to you. I'm talking to you, and you personally. These messages were designed and intended for you and you alone because I'm supposed to be in the prison, right? I'm supposed to be dead in prison, but I'm not. You're supposed to be dead in your transgressions and your trespasses, but you're not. So that's telling you something because guess what? How many people didn't make it out? How many people still getting high, still selling their bodies, still breaking in people's homes and business? How many people still that you know still doing everything wrong? But look at you. You here You so beautiful, you so intelligent, you so gorgeous, so handsome. You got everything that you need to be the greatest person that you'll ever know in your entire life. But you got to put in the work. So, more of the story, long story short and short story long. I realized that my actions weren't just affecting me in the most negative sense, it was affecting my family. My auntie suffered from depression every year that I was incarcerated. Do you understand what that means? Y'all, if you ever dealt with depression, you know for 15 years it just attacked her. It just came over her. Don't be the poison in the food that you serve your family. Be the refreshments. Be that what makes them say, damn, this was bomb. So you got to do it. You got to get up. You got to grind. You got to do that tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. And despite what anybody tell you, you were made to win. You were made to be successful. You were made to overcome any and every obstacle in your life. I decided to change because I knew I was better than what I was and what I was doing. I decided to change because I didn't want to be remembered as a gangbanger, as a murderer, as a drug dealer, as a cancer to society. I told myself whether I die as a free man or in jail, I want to die a changed man. I wanted people to say, yeah, he was all those things, but he was so much more. He was a mentor, he was a leader, he was a friend. I didn't want to die a follower. I didn't want to die addicted to drugs and alcohol, where that's the only way I could feel better. I didn't want to die addicted to lifestyle addiction. I didn't want to die baby Roscoe. I didn't want to die a failure, somebody who epically failed in life. I didn't want to die a disappointment. I didn't want to die the same way that I came into prison. I didn't want to be remembered for that, y'all. I wanted to be remembered for being a good person, a changed person, a person of character, honor, dignity, valor. I want to be remembered for Triple R podcast. I want people to say, you know what? I remember I was going through some dark times, and that dude's voice, his story, his energy, his delivery, it guided me out. I want to be remembered as a great son, a great brother. Even though my brothers are dead, I want to be your big brother. I want you to say, man, my big bro always telling me what's right. I want to be remembered for being a great grandson, a great nephew. I want to be remembered for being a pillar of my community and not a destroyer of it. You understand what I'm saying? This stream ain't gonna be that long because I just wanted to hit home. I just want y'all to know you got this. And don't let nobody tell you don't. You the secret sauce, baby. You that special ingredient that makes somebody say, damn, give me some more. Give me some more. So as always, you know the motto, stay great above hate. I love y'all, man. It's your boy DJ. Mr. Triple R. I'm signing off.